Hi, my name's Mad Jack, and I'm going to be bringing you a cornucopia of fun, easy and safe things to make in your house and play with. Now, I'm going to show you how to make pink Play-Doh. So now let's look at our ingredients for our Play-Doh. We've got some table salt, we've got some plain flour, some water, we've got our colours over here. Now I'm going to be using a cup for measuring. It doesn't really matter what you use, it's all about proportions, and the proportions are 1 cup of salt, 2 cups of flour, 1, 2. Now we use the salt just to kill off any germs, it's just really a preservative. Obviously it's so salty that although it is edible, I don't think anyone would really like to try it. And then I've got 1 cup of water measured in here. Now we need to give that a good mix. Once you get all of it nicely mixed in, we're going to have to cook it, and then the colouring comes right at the end once it's all cooled down. So here we are, once we've got to this consistency, don't worry about any lumps in the flour. We're going to put it on the stove on a medium heat for a few minutes until it's changed consistency. Right, so I've taken the dough mixture from the bowl and we've put it into a saucepan. I've got it on a medium heat. We just need to stir that around. Now again, the cooking really does depend on how powerful your oven is, how much you're cooking, of course. But you'll feel that it really starts to get thicker and thicker and thicker, quite elastic. And when you get to that stage, then you know that you're getting somewhere. You can see this is quite porridgey. We don't have that elastic stage yet. It should be springing back as I do that. But it does suddenly turn, so don't worry if it's taking you a little while. You keep going. I can see at the bottom anyway, it's really starting to solidify. I don't know if you can see there. Keep it going, making sure you're moving it all around. Don't let it cook on the bottom. We're not trying to cook it. Right, so after a few minutes, we've given it a good stir, and if we look down now at the saucepan, we can see we've got 1 lump. And all we have to do with this is we have to put it aside on a chopping board in this case. I'm just going to take it off. Try not to touch it too much, remember it is hot. And we're going to leave that for a few minutes, about 10-15 minutes, and then we can start adding colour. Right, so now that the dough has cooled down a bit, we're going to add some colour. Now we're going to make pink, and I'm actually going to use some beetroot juice for this. I just had a pack of beetroot and I've taken out some of the juice. So I've made a little divot in the middle here. We're going to pour some of the beetroot juice in. We'll then fold that over, try and keep it all together, and then really start to knead it, get it into your hands. I might add a little bit more, just to get a better colour. Okay. Now remember, beetroot juice can stain your hands a little bit, so do wear gloves if that's a problem for you. Fold it over, keep it going, mould it nicely into a good shape here. The more you squeeze it, the better you get the colour running all the way through. And I think that's about ready. So there we are, pink Play-Doh.